Right, you've clicked on this video because you are a nerd and you want to figure out how things work. And I'm so stoked that you're such a nerd and you want to find out how things work. So let's have a look and see what's going on. We are in a situation where we want to find the distance between this point and this point, right? So we are going to draw this line right here. In order to do that using normal Pythagoras, right, we need to find the length of this line and the length of this line and get that blue line. Okay, we want to use those two, but at a normal measurement, we don't really get given the value of this, right? We don't get given the value of this. We get given the value of this one, but this bottom line is not given to us. So first, we figure out the value of this line and this line, and then that gives us the value of this orange line, and then we use the value of the orange line and the red line to give us the blue line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give each of these lines some names. I'm going to go real crazy with these names. So maybe I'll give this one, let's call this one X. And I don't know, I'm feeling really creative, so I'm going to go Y here. And then here, this is going to be, shall we say, Zebulon. Yeah, we've got Zebulon as this. No, joke. Z. We're going to go Z here. Okay. So to find the value of this orange line, we're going to go x squared plus y squared equals our yellow line. Okay, equals our yellow line. So I'm going to put this one in yellow. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, it's an orange line, isn't it? We're going to go with an orange line equals our orange line. Okay, and then once I've got that, I'm going to take the value of our orange line squared. I'll do that in red as well. Squared plus the value of z squared, and that's going to give us the value of our blue line, right? That's going to give us the value of our blue line squared. Okay, but here's the thing. I only want this to be one step. I only want one equation here. If we were just to do all of this, it would be a two-step equation, and you'd have to feed all the numbers in, and it would just be a lot of work, and we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange this equation here. Okay, we're going to rearrange this equation, and I'm going to make my yellow spot, and I just realized I forgot to put a squared up here. I'm going to make my yellow spot into the subject of my equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract z squared from both sides. Subtract z squared from both sides. Okay? And that's going to give me something along the lines of this orange color squared equals this blue color squared minus z squared. Okay? And then all of a sudden I can merge these two equations. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite this equation, but every time I see my yellow color, I'm going to write out the value of my yellow color instead. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to put x, oops, that's not an x squared plus y squared equals, and remember I'm using the value of my color squared, equals just blue color squared minus z squared. Okay, and then I'm going to try and make my blue color. I haven't done this right, have I? I've made it confusing because I've used different colors. Squared minus z squared. Now I'm going to try to make this blue color the subject of my equation. So I'm going to do that by adding z squared to each side. Plus z squared plus z squared. So now I'm going to find out that I've got x squared plus y squared plus z squared equals my blue color squared, right? So now I've come to the end where I've got a one-step equation and I can put it all in at the same time. And if we were to rename, the values that we gave over here, I would have x equals a, y equals b, this equals c, and we'll give our final line here that we're trying to find a d. Okay, and if I rewrite this equation here with all those substitutions made, I'm going to find out that it comes out as a squared plus b squared plus c squared equals b squared. And that is the equation that we're trying to get. Okay, so we've just done a complicated bit of algebra so that we can prove to ourselves that this actually is true. Okay, this is true. You can use it to solve. Cool. This has been Joe Sensei's Nerd Corner. You've been great. I know that you've been listening attentively. Now you can go back and do the same work that everybody else is doing. You just came here so you could learn more. You genius. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're well. Have fun.